Okay, what is this? Am I live? I think I am. Um, we'll see. I'm sure I am, but we'll, I've got to just double check. I should really make the starts of these recordings a bit more professional. Like my last live stream looked a bit shady as well. Like when I started it off, it wasn't the best, but we'll see if this is working. Um, there's a dog there. Let me see. Am I even? I don't know if I am live or not. I am. I am live. Wow. Super. Super. I am. Hey there. Oh, and there's proof. There's proof. I appreciate you popping in, Mr. Fix It for reselling. Hope you're busy. I hope you're working and being productive and all that stuff. I thought I'd just nip on for a little live stream. Yes, I'm going to be selling at Norcross. Nothing that you'd be interested in though. Um, I'm going to be doing. I'm really happy that Norcross has got a Wednesday. It was really busy last week. I did go to it, but I went just to walk around because I actually had family up, which was lovely. So I didn't. We weren't selling. But I want to sell this week, and we did go on Sunday, but we're going more with like a normal like a stall with more of our normal stuff. So we're kind of doing a trader stall, which is I know like as a reseller that's the last thing you want to see. When you go to the car boot, you want to obviously see the stalls with the families and clearing stuff out, or the house clearance people where they're clearing other people's stuff out. That's what you want to see. But as I'm sure people have noticed, the trend at car boots is there's a lot more traders and a lot more small businesses selling, and we're joining them really. I think we're becoming part of that fraternity where it makes sense. Sorry, I keep on looking. It's just in case someone walks in and I haven't noticed. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it just makes sense to pop out and have that as another way of selling some stuff, especially with the way fees are going on eBay with promoted listings and all that stuff. You're not far off what you can ask at a car boot, if I'm honest, as a trader. Hi to Pete's Retro Collectibles. Jazz has popped in from Australia. Wow, international. I absolutely love that. Thank you for popping in. It's okay, I have a big backlog. How was it last Wednesday? It was really good, Lee. It was really good. It's definitely something I would suggest going to, because yeah, it was just busy. There was a buzz about it. I'm not sure how everyone did, but I'm sure the sellers that were there did fine, because there was plenty of buyers as well, and the weather turned out to be good. Obviously, the weather's going to play a big part of it, because we don't know what it's going to be like, really, do we? Because it could be good, it could be bad. So, hi Lee, how are you? So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a chill out. I'm just sat here listing action figures. I've actually got loads and loads of them. Let me just see if I can show you what I've got to be working on. There's like a pile of stuff there, and then it carries on there as well. So all of that needs to be all of that obviously needs to be worked through and gotten onto the website. Just getting on with it really, because it's just a normal Tuesday. Loads of new cool toys, Lee, loads of them. But there's plenty. Yeah, we had a good delivery in, got some really nice stuff. A lot of it is like really cool action figures. Look at that. Look at that. Aww. And then this is a cool one as well. Look at that. Look at that Joker dragon. Isn't he a beast? Look at that. So yeah, some quite nice stuff in really. Which shopping cart do you use for your own website? Says this email. Hey, this email. I'm not sure what you mean. Which shopping cart do you use? If you mean like what I use for my website, we use. By the way, let me know if I'm peaking, because I'm a bit concerned. I'm a bit loud, I think. Let me just turn it down a little bit. Yeah, let me just. Yeah, so I use WooCommerce. So if you have any questions, let me know. Lee says I'll probably go and have a look tomorrow. Yeah, worth it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun stuff, Jazz. There's loads. I tell you some of the cutest stuff I've got. Oop, I'll just kick the camera. Hold on, let me just. Ba-ba-ba. I'm not huge into Funko Pops, but got these like Funko pins as well. They're quite cool. What I'm really excited about as well is I got the full set of the Monsters Inc. ones. These are so cool. These are so cool. Look at those. You've got the full set. You got Boo in her little monster kind of disguise that she wears, and obviously you got Sully. You got Roz. I'm always watching. You know, and then obviously you got Mike Wazowski as well. So can't go wrong with Mike. Full set of those, so that should be an easy 40 odd quid. I think I've seen that sell for as a set, so like a tenner each when you sell them as a bundle. So I've got that. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff really. Anime things as well, but I'm just working my way through it, you know, just chilling and working my way through it. Thank you for letting me know that the sound is fine, Pete and Lee, appreciate it. And Lee says I love Spawn. Yeah, yeah, if you like Spawn, check this out as well. Look at that. That's like a manga Spawn. He's awesome. It's huge as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting all of that listed. So yeah, I'm just getting all of that listed. Yeah, just working on my way through it. Yeah, this email, yeah, I use WooCommerce on my website. I like WooCommerce. It's, you know, does the job. It's very, it's just easy to use, easy to understand. I use managed WordPress, and it gives me all the flexibility I need as well, which is really important, especially for plugins. You know, I like the kind of GPL license plugins that you can use. And get them pretty cheap, so I absolutely love that. It allows you to do loads of different things with your, you know, with your, you know, with your website. Is what I'm trying to say. Words don't come so easy anymore. I'm so out of like practice with all this, so I need to kind of, you know, get back into doing this. So what is up with the rest of you guys? I hope you're enjoying your reselling journeys, however they're going and all that jazz. I hope everything's going well. You know, because I don't really have much more to add, so I'm just going to get on and do some listing really. Batman Dark Detective, and I'm going to do a bit of promotion as well. I keep on nipping onto TikTok to promote things because it makes quite a big difference really. Alright, hold on, let me just get this listed. List that on eBay as well. Hey Peter Ray, how are you? So get that published. So that's that done. I need to get a pen now. Where did I leave my pen? So annoying. I hate when I put stuff places and I'm not sure. Afternoon, hope we're all well, says Secret Carper. Hi Secret Carper. I was just saying I hope you guys are all, you know, enjoying your reselling journeys, and I hope things are going well for you guys. I know for me it's been a bit up and down, but that's more down to myself. You know, in terms of I keep messing too much with what I'm doing basically on eBay. I think it's since having the shop, I've been trying to shoehorn like the shop into eBay, and I don't think that's the right move. When I think about it, I'm going forward. I'm just being super selective with what I do put up on eBay. And focusing more on the high margin like used goods and electronics, because I think that allows you to play eBay's current game, which is obviously to rinse as much money out of people as possible with the promoted listings and the dynamic promoted listings and the recommended promoted, because it adds up, you know, because you got to remember that every fee here in the UK you've got to add your 20% VAT onto as well. So when you think that you're paying like 11% or 10.9% in fees, you're actually paying that plus obviously the VAT 20%. So you've got to count that in, and it adds up very quickly. And then before you know it, if you've sold something with like a 10% promoted rate, you've paid about 30 to 40% possibly in fees, which is fine if you're left with a good amount of money because you sold a high ticket item, but it really does rule out selling like low ticket items, even if you got them for free. Like even if you got stuff for free, it's kind of like, you know, you're gonna make they're taking such a big cut. It's kind of like it's a bit icky. It's a bit icky. All right, bear with me. Okay. Oh yeah, I've got some Warhammer stuff as well. Oh, well, there we go. Look at this. Warhammer figures as well. He's an ugly mofo. Dark Toy, there's a whole bunch of those as well. Secret Copper says, doing great, just house hunting, not moving for 2 years but checking areas. Would like to go to liking this at the moment. Yeah, house moving is never something you want to do lightly. I'm actually really chuffed that we've been so happy where we are. We've been in our current address now for 7 years. Jazz says, "'Tis a little icky." It really is. It is a little bit icky. Actually, you know what? Let's have a little diversion. I'm meant to be listing, right? But let's take a little. Let me just show you. Some of you may know, I've always had like little spreadsheets and things, and you know, I just wanted to kind of. I suppose we can just go into it. Let's just go into it. I've recently added like the promoted listing thing into my spreadsheet, and so I've got like a little spreadsheet which I use to just to keep track of things now and then, and just to how to price things to make sure I'm not like paying too much in fees, etc. But let me just kind of just to show you guys a couple of examples actually that I've been looking at. So let's have a look. Right, I don't know if this is going to work, but let's go for it anyway. Let's move that there, transition. There you go. Alright guys, hopefully, can you guys read that spreadsheet? Just let me know, a couple of you. But this is the current situation. These are both real examples of products that I've sold recently. The first example, the one at the top, is for a wholesale item that cost me £7.20 including VAT. I sold it for £23.50 including delivery, so it's £20 plus £3.50 shipping. My eBay fee was £3.43. That's 10.9% plus the 20% VAT on top. My promoted listing on the day, it was the recommended promoted listing. On that day, it was I've got it capped at 10%. That was 9.6% plus the 20% VAT to eBay, so that was £2.71. And my postage cost me £3.45. Now I know I can ship using Hermes, but I really don't like Hermes. I prefer Royal Mail. Tracked service is better. You get Royal Mail tracked 48, and it's yeah. With Lee, actually, all I've done is I've added promoted listing fees, and it works out the promoted listing now as well. That's all I've done. And then my postage was £3.45, which means my total cost was £16.89. But that's including the item cost of £7.20. So £16.89 plus that's including my item cost. My profit was £6.71. Now that means even if I got that item for free, so instead of £7.20, if I got that item for free and sold it for £23.50, they're still taking nearly like £9.69. They're taking. They're still taking a big chunk of money for a free. Even if you got the item for free, it adds up. Why do they need to charge promoted fees to your postage? Like, why is it they look at the total order amount? So why do they need to promote your postage cost? You can't skew your postage anymore. There's limits in each category, isn't there, as to the max of what you can charge, so you're not shafting people with postage. So what's their reasoning for charging you promoted listings on your postage? Which is what they do, because they do it on the order total, which includes your delivery, even if you charge delivery separately. So so that's if it was free and I sold it for 23.50, I'd end up with £13.91 in my pocket. Now, I'm not being funny, but I could take this item and I would happily be able to sell it at Toy Fair's car boots, even car boots brand new toy for 14 quid. I could just sell it and not have to worry about that. Not have to worry about, because that's the thing, like I could sell that item, make the same profit. So if I sold it for like 14 quid at a car boot, and I could make my same £6 profit, but it would be a cash sale with no processing fees. There would be no worries about returns, damaged items, lost items. So I'd remove all of that as well, which has a percentage value if you think about it. Because out of 100 sales, you're going to get like one sale maybe that where the item arrives not as described or something. So it's really interesting to look at these things, and so you end up with like, bear with me, guys. Hi guys.
Hi.
All right. This is really cool. You see the Chris Pattinson Batman movie?
Okay, yeah.
So you've got the bike and you've got a scale figure that can go with it. So,
Right.
but take your time, take your time.
Oh, yeah. Right.
like buses, you see. It really is like buses, because what happens is someone walks in and then suddenly the shop becomes more approachable and then more people walk in. So I do apologize for that, guys, but hopefully there's still people here. um, let's see if anyone's popped in since I was here. Richard Payne had popped in. Thank you for popping in, Richard. Lee says that kind of spreadsheet really shows how the selling percentage cost can be over 50% for lower priced items. You know what, even for higher priced items, because look at the second example there, guys. So the first example was a wholesale item. The second example is a thrifted item. So an item that I paid £5 for, that I sold for £40 plus £3.50 shipping, so £43.50. Okay, so that's 8 times my buy price, right? 8 times my buy price. The fee on that was £6.5. It sold at a recommended rate of 6.9% with my cap of 10%, which meant my ad fee was £3.60, my postage was £3.45. My total cost was £18. £18.17 out of £43.50 is over 40%. That's over 40%, and that is a thrifted item. So, you know, you've got to be aware of that. So let's just reiterate one more time for those that didn't hear that. A used, or not, it wasn't actually a used item, it was a new other item, but it cost me £5. I sold it for 40 plus £3.50 shipping after my eBay fees, after my dynamic promoted listing fee capped at 10%, so it actually only was a 6.9% fee. You add that up, it cost me £18.17 to sell that item. And left me with a nice profit of about 25 quid, but £18 out of 43 quid, that's 41%, I believe. I'm pretty sure I worked it out. Let me just see. Yeah, there you go. 18. I actually worked that out before. So yeah, £18.17 divided by 43.50, 42% nearly in fees, and that is on a thrifted item that you've bought for 5 and sold for 40, and you think you're doing great, and you're doing great. It's good, but firstly, you then have to think about, actually, how many £5 into £40 items do I find regularly? When I'm at the car boot, am I finding that many 5 to 40s? I would argue no. I doubt very, very much that the majority of your items are £5 cost to £40 sale price. I'd say that's going to be in the minority. The majority of your items are going to be more maybe £5 into 30, £5 into 25, into 20 possibly. I don't think you're going to be finding loads of £5 into 40 items. So not only are you not finding that many of them, when you are finding them, you're not going to keep a great deal of that because of the cost of selling the item. And you kind of do need to promote as well. That's the other side of it. You do need to promote. So it's just something, I mean, this is not what this live stream is about fees, but I just thought it was interesting, because I don't know why we got into talking about it, but that's like, that's literally what I thought I would, just share with you guys. And I think this is why you think about it, you can see why there's a lot of dealers now and small businesses choosing to sell their items in person at fairs, at Comic Cons, because even at toy fairs, you start to see people who are going to the car boots and then taking that stuff to the toy fair and selling it, because you're removing that massive chunk. I mean, that's a massive chunk to give away. And it used to be because you were paying for the privilege of selling on eBay, and they provide you with the audience, right? But that's no longer the case. Now you have to pay to sell on eBay, and then you have to pay for the audience. So you're paying twice, basically. So it's not a good. I don't think it's good. It just doesn't feel right. I think my description of it feeling icky. That's just how I feel about it. But anyway, enough of that kind of stuff. We don't want to hear about that nonsense. We all know what's going on. Just be aware of it, guys. That even a thrifted item, you can be paying 40% in fees of that item when you actually include. Because you've got to remember that as well. So you have to include all those things. Right. Let's see what is going on. So Richard Payne is in the chat. Jazz was already said. Oh, BCP is in the chat as well. Shelster Rooney is in the chat as well. Wow, God, a lot of chat's been happening. So thank you guys for chatting. And I do apologise for leaving you guys unattended. So BCP, let's see what else people are saying. Everyone's saying hi. Cookies in the Hayden says afternoon. Hi there, Chris. That's why I always look for my items that will 10x my buy to sale price at car boot, says Lee. And that's not an easy ask though, is it? 10x is I don't think that's very easy anymore. I mean, the thing is that's when the lower value items are doable, because we could 2 into 20 is quite common in a way, especially when you do shoes and clothing. If you do shoes and clothing, 2 into 20 is quite common. But if they're taking away such a huge chunk out of it, like 40% out of it in fees and promoted listing fees, it's suddenly, you've got to question whether it's worth your faffing around and all the effort that goes into this. Just the thought, really. So the higher ROI items are definitely hard to find. Kathy has popped in as well. As Shelster. How are you, Shelley? I haven't seen you in ages, so thanks for popping in. I was debating doing some part-time work, but then I wondered when I'd source and list, says Shelley. You know what, Shell? It's tough to do. I think you've got to go all in on this. I really do. I kind of feel like if you're trying to make an income out of it, you've got to be committed to this. And if you do work part-time, you're still then going to have, like you said, find time to list and source. So you're going to need a job that works out of those hours, kind of thing. So, but what do I know anyway? I don't know much, guys. Have you ever worked out your physical shop sales against all the costs involved in running your shop? Could be interesting. I've not sat down and done like a direct, because the shop, like the way we see the shop is like my rent is like 500 quid a month, right? But I run the eBay out of it as well. We do the toy fairs from here as we keep the storage for the toy fair stock, the car boot stock as well. So it functions as more as a hub. So it's something that would be interesting to do if I just did it as like, if I literally only used it for the shop. To be honest with you, as you can see, there's not many people just walking in and out all the time. There's not many, especially on a Tuesday afternoon. So I'm always in here doing stuff for like online, really. But this is where also, like, I think what's interesting is that you could achieve, like, if you took 40% off of your eBay price and took an item. I know for a fact that if I took something like that to Norcross and asked for 15 quid, I'm pretty sure it would sell. Do you know what I mean? Like, because there's loads of collectors, toy fans and stuff go there. Because if they see this online at like 22, 23 quid, and I've got it at like 15 and it's new in the box and I'm set up as a trader stall, I'm probably likely to sell it. I've actually done trader type stalls before, and at a toy fair, definitely it will go. So I'm not then, and then I'm not assuming any of the risks associated, with having to sell on. I don't have to worry about like returns and things either. So, if the fees are that high, it's just something to think about. If you've got those alternatives, if you don't, and like I said, if you're getting these items super cheap, then there are certain things that eBay is great at. Like I've got stuff listed on there that I wouldn't be able to sell anywhere else for that kind of money. So, it swings and roundabouts. But like I said, for me, the shop, it's not. The shop is like, we get people in, they might buy something, they might not. But I see it as it's such good value. Like so many resellers end up having to have separate storage space, and or office spaces to work out of, and I did that before, and I was like, well, this is perfect because I get the shop for the busy time. So when we have the events, because it's we have like a rally stage here, we have Victorian night, we've just had the Scarecrow Festival. Very touristy things, brings lots of people in, and on those weekends we can do amazingly well in the shop. But then the other times, like I said, Tuesday afternoon can be like this, where you'll only get a few people walking in here and there. For me, it's a nice hub to do all the eBay stuff. To do that, we do a bit of Amazon as well. We do a lot of different little things. Like I said, the car boot, I'll be selling at the car boot tomorrow. Toy fairs, Comic Cons, all that stuff is all happening, and we're doing it for it. The website obviously is a big part as well. And also, I want to start using it more for doing my, like, you know, I do obviously my TikToks and things. Well, I'm starting to do them. I'm getting myself back into it. That's the plan anyway. But yeah, it would be really cool to do. Does the title of the stream mean you're going to Norcross tomorrow? I fancy a trip to the arcades. I might call in. Yes, Kathy, will be selling at Norcross if the weather allows. It's looking good. Like, it wasn't meant to be like this. It's actually turned out to be quite a nice day today. So I'm hoping tomorrow will also be like that, where we will have a good kind of good weather to allow you know, us to stand. But that is the plan. Yes, Kathy. Yeah, there's a lot of crossover, isn't there? So hard to do. Yeah. To be honest, it's not a shop. It's the Roasting Joints fan club. You know what? I'll tell you something. It's kind of embarrassing, but I went into the Roasting Joint the other day, believe it or not, and they'd all seen a TikTok or something I'd made ages ago. I think it was a TikTok. I couldn't find what they meant, but they saw one of my videos and they loved it, and apparently it's done well for them, and they've kind of used it to promote their business. So I'm promoting other people's businesses just out of just love of just a love of their food. To be fair, they are looking after me a little bit. Every time I go in there now and then, they'll just give me a little discount on the food I buy. So, you know, it has its perks. But yeah, it's not like an official endorsement or anything. I'm not like the official spokesperson of the Roasting Joint. Although I would take that job on. I do love their food, I really do, and their ice cream, and you know, Frenchies is the place. But yeah, if you're in Garstang and you only want to visit one shop, visit the Roasting Joint. Amazing, absolutely amazing, and obviously Frenchies next to it because their ice cream, it's Walling's ice cream, but it's nice to be able to just get it on the high street. So yeah, that's just something to think about. All right, I'm gonna get on with some more listing. Hey, Mr. Sadie. All right, hold on, let me just. The weather looks fine tomorrow afternoon for the car boot. It's just the morning that looks rainy. Oh, that's all right then. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. I'm really looking forward to it. Absolutely. Do you know one of the great things as well about the car boot is just getting your name out there? Like, we took our business cards on Sunday, and the amount of people that took our business cards and like were like, oh, I've got a shop, and people bought stuff, you know, because we price everything up. What's really great at the car boot as well, this is something we've noticed, is if you go there and you properly price things up like a proper trader stall, people just pay your price. You know, they don't haggle. So car boots have evolved, and I know from a reselling perspective I don't like it, because obviously the more traders that turn up, that means there's less like health clearance, or there's less families turning up and stuff. But from, you know, so from that perspective I can understand it. From a reselling perspective, like where I'm going to hunt for stock for eBay, but otherwise I like from the perspective of as an option to promote yourself to a local community, because so many people go, like for example Norcross has got 18,000 members in their Facebook group. 18,000 members. It's so easy to get like promotion there, and you see so many small businesses you know, just letting people know that they're turning up at the car boot, and they get so much interaction, and it's good to see. At the end of the day, we're all small businesses. You know, it's great to see that it can help, and it's kind of evolved in that way. It's becoming a bit more like a market, which is not the worst thing. Have you seen anyone randomly film Garstang High Street? Being touristy, especially in the summer, people like to film for YouTube. I've not seen anyone, but I've seen there are plenty of videos on YouTube where people that have channels, quite sizable channels in some cases, they walked through the high street and recorded it. I've not seen them do it live, but yes, I've seen people do that. So that's just, you know, it's good on them. You know, why not? Why not? You know, so. Wow, the only thing is, when you're streaming, right, the whole listing thing becomes so friggin' slow. It's like, what is going on? Like, why is it so slow? Well, I know why it gets slow, because I'm talking and stuff, you know. It doesn't help. There we go. What a bargain, guys. Look at what a bargain. Look at that. You can get that for £15. Either from our website, you might even see it tomorrow at Norcross if you turn up. £15, absolute bargain for that. Okay, what is the next item on the agenda? Oh, I don't want to list those yet. So I've done the... I'm trying to do them in order, of the invoice, just because because there's a lot of items on this invoice and I don't want to just get confused. Good to see Mr. Sadie in the chat as well. But good to see everyone in the chat, actually. Good to see everybody. Just good to see you all. Yeah. Yes. Oh, by the way, also, I want to let you know I've been eating fruit and drinking water. Look. I've got my water bottle. Look, how good is that? I'm so proud of myself, honestly. I'm stopping fizzy drink completely because I think it's just bad for you. I love it so much, but I'm just stopping it. Lee says, Z, have you ever tried Fly Drop? I pay a company to do it for me and get really good flyer drops. I've always wanted to, Lee, but I've never done it. It's something that's on my radar, and I know other people that employ flyer dropping, and it does bring in some really good results in terms of sourcing and things like that. So it's something I want to do. But also to promote the business as well. It would be really good to promote the business, like to let people know where we are. And in general, just marketing in general, like I've got to say, it really does warm my heart when you can search for certain products on Google and our little website comes up, even though we haven't done any paid Google. I've not paid Google a penny for anything yet, which is not something to be proud of. I should be ashamed of that. How can I be a shop on the high street and not have paid Google anything? But yeah, I've got it all set up and I've done everything that I can for free. And because of the SEO and stuff we're doing, our products appear on Google search when you like do Google shopping. So products do appear, which is nice to see. We're starting to be recognised in that way, and that does get us some sales, which is great. But yeah, I really want to do some of that flyer type drop stuff. We'll see. But yeah, that's a good point. Lex has popped in. Hello, you sexy silver fox. Why, thank you, Lex. Thank you for the compliment and thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Shell says, did your mum pack your floppy sun hat and some sun cream today too? Might get hot. You know what, she didn't. Bless her. She's not around to do that. She's all the way in Pakistan at the moment. But I'm just, I'm looking after I'm a big boy. I look after myself, my own water and everything, Hi Chrissy, thanks for popping in. Appreciate you popping in. Okay, so now I need to find this Robin. What's it called? Red Robin. There's so many different versions of these figures. It is bonkerino. That's the next Batman. Wow, look at the next Batman. He's different from the previous Batman. That's just terrible. It's not even a joke. It's just terrible. Who's that? Is that Jonathan Kent? Look at Jonathan Kent. He looks like a evil kind of Superman or something. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to get up, and I'll keep on knocking my camera, which is really bad. I've got all these as well. These are cool. 1966 Batman. Anyway, let's see, find this Robin. Robin. Wow, there you go. Is it? Oh, that's a pretty cool figure, actually. Red Robin. Look at Red Robin. Look at him. He's pretty cool, right? I love it. He comes with that staff and everything. He looks awesome. It's an awesome looking action figure. So Red Robin will be the next to get listed. Kathy says, great news, Lex. Question, have you done some work? A little bit. Not as much as I would have liked to. When I'm streaming, it's really difficult, as you should know, Lex. As you should know, it's difficult to do work, and work is also not my favourite thing to do, is it? It's just not my favourite thing to do. I try my best, I really do. It's mostly just not good enough, so we just have to go with that. That figure looks like Eddie Izzard with dark hair. It does a little bit, but are you talking about the evil Superman guy, the Jonathan Kent kind of evil Superman guy? I'm assuming you are. Alright, let's see. Now I need to put in the code for this one and start listing Red Robin. Jan 22525. There we go. Not when streaming, Z. I mean in life. Um, have you done? Yeah, it's hard to do work in life as well. Just, oh God, I thought that- okay. I've been working. But no, I have been working. I think I undersell myself. Been doing lots of different things. I'm going to be selling a car boot tomorrow as well. I'm working here. Been listing. So yeah, I'm doing some bits. Um, I'll have a look for tickets, Lex. One of my favourite sets was about the seagull taking his library books back to the library. Are you talking about Eddie Izzard? I don't know. Okay. Oh, this is out of stock now. Okay, cool. Um, let's do this. Yeah, God, this is frustrating. Hate. I hate listing. I really do. Find it so just tedious. They go on sale Thursday at 10 a.m. Yeah, I've been working kind of hard. Kind of. I never like to say I've been working super hard because you just don't know. I've been working hard for me. Like I feel worked. I feel worked. So I think it's individual, isn't it? It's individual. So yeah, I will say for me, yeah. Um, in fact, you know what? I might do this stuff later. I'd rather just chat to you guys. Oh. Okay. Well, I may as well do some listing while we're here. And then Depeche Mode tickets on sale Friday. Wow. Really enjoying you. I saw that you watched Blur. I think I saw a photo on Instagram with lots of wrists with blur things on them. Oh God. Okay. Hey Silver Manny. Hey Johnny 40 Coats. Wow, thanks for popping in, guys. Yeah, you're watching a very riveting stream. Yeah, just chat to us, tell us what's happening. Yeah, I might just chat to you guys actually. It didn't take much to get me off the listing, did it? Yeah, I'm just I've got a bunch of stuff to get through. I could just show you some of the stuff I got. I've shown you some already, but I just toys and things, just toys, not toys, collectibles. They're cool figures. Oh God, all right, I'll tell you about how is shop business. How long you been there now? A couple of years. Miss Sadie, it's been 3 years now. 3 years. This year has been a struggle. I'll be honest. This year has not been a good year, for various reasons. I think it's been a combination of stuff. I'm guessing it's a combination of stuff. But it's been a rough year this year in the shop. But some of that has been to do with myself. Some of it has been to do with external stuff, but yeah, I definitely think it's been a challenge, but overall it's been really good. Can't grumble. It's been, hey Shazad, how are you? Um, so yeah, overall it's been good. Overall, I can't say it's a bad thing. It's been really good to. I've been picking up a few. Yeah, it's 3 years now. It's amazing. Obviously, bear in mind we've had like lockdowns for a lot of that as well, but we're kind of, this year has not been as good as I thought it might have been. But again, like I said, that's going to be to do with like a combination of myself as well as external things. Like I've not been like fully focused for various reasons, and now I'm just, it's time to knuckle down a little bit more and make the most of it. Thankfully, I've gotten my head straight just in time for our good season. It's going to be like summer holidays from next week, so that's when we'll be definitely picking up. It'll be getting a bit busier and stuff, so that'll be good. But yeah, overall, really pleased to to be here. It's a great space to work through. So yeah, it's I've got to work my way out of the this is thanks to Shazad. This here is something I looked into. I'm currently in the valley of disappointment. So I'm trying to break out of the valley of disappointment. It's going to be a long and probably a painful journey out of it, but this is quite a cool thing. Yeah, it's just something that I'm working on now. So I'm firmly inside the valley of disappointment. I'm going to be working my way out of it. That's like something I like to think about, look at. Oops, something's fallen off. John Luke, thanks for popping in. How's it down south? Yeah, you've got to love down south. It's great. When are the shop vlogs coming back, Z? You know what? I should have done one. Like I should have done like a video about the stuff that's coming. I've had so much stuff coming. It's unbelievable. Like, I should have just done like a, hey guys, I've just had a delivery. I was planning on doing it, and I just thought to myself, wow, that would just be boring. I just thought. So I need to get my head out of that, because I should have made that video. I think. Oh, you can claw your way out, so you work smart in it. Yeah, I need to work smart, definitely. I think it's a case of Ken Chapman actually commented on my previous live stream, and he made a really good point that like I read, and I was like, man, he's hit the nail on the head there. My issue is I lose focus and I chop and change stuff so much, don't I? That's my issue. I think I need to kind of stick to, like, have my plan and stick to it. And if I do that for long enough, I think things are a lot simpler that way. So yeah, it's, but you need to get your head straight. Like, there would have been a time where I would have been buzzing to have made a video about like the stock that's coming and stuff. It's Nazi, do regular stock. Yeah, you know what? Like, honestly, Lex, look, I'll show you. This is a lot of this has been listed now as well. Like, not this, but there's stuff that's already been listed. But that's just some of it. There's more here as well. But that's just. I've already listed a bunch that's out on the wall. We've already sold stuff. And I'm kind of. I could have made a really cool video. We had all these boxes come up, and I just didn't do it. But I need to kind of just get my head in that space. But yeah, I should do regular stock unboxing videos. People love watching yours. I know when you get all your jewelry, like. But that's the thing. Like, it's great that you can do that. And there was a time where I was able to do it. Like, I would happily do haul videos or what I found. And I've now gotten into this really crappy headspace where I'm just like, I've done this, it's just, oh wow, I found more stuff at the car boot. Oh wow, I bought some stuff at the shop, shock horror. Like, I feel like saying, really? Am I really making a video for that? But when I think about it, of course I should be making a video, because that's how you promote things, isn't it? That's how you promote it. So yeah, I mean, like, but I don't mind doing it in like TikTok. Like, in TikTok I'll quickly share like a product, but I do need to get back to doing it as well. Repeatability is the key, Johnny. You're right. When I think about it, there's nothing on YouTube that hasn't been done before. For example, content wise, there's nothing. No one's done anything new. Like, even business wise, nothing's new really. No one's coming up with a unique business. They're just doing, like, everyone's just doing, it's people that, like you say, are consistently doing the same things. Zahir, sticking to a plan. Have to move forward if stuff is boring, you see, says Shell. Very true, Shell. Do deliveries come in on the same day each week? You could allocate like half an hour, make a one take video upload, you'll get instant sales from it too. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, they can mostly come on similar days, but it depends on when they receive the order. But we get like deliveries in regularly, and I'm like, that could be such an easy video. Oh look, here's a delivery. And I see other toy channels doing it. They'll just literally be like, oh, here's some stuff that's coming, and I'll show the stuff that's coming. And I watch them and I think, I could be doing that. I've had stuff coming, but I just haven't done it. So, such is life. We're all different, and yeah, nothing is ever new. It's just doing it over and over and better and better. Yeah, exactly, Lex. I need to get my head into that. And the thing is, I used to put out very repetitive content. but it worked. It did work when I was doing it. You know, it did work. But I kind of feel like you, I've fallen into that horrible trap of who wants to see that kind of thing, and just that kind of negative talk. But I am slowly coming back into things. This is yet another live stream I've done within the month. That's pretty good. Well, not within the month. I did one last month, but it was like near the end of last month. So, there's positives to that. But also, I've got to say, I do like short, kind of that short form content is easier to make for me at the moment, because it's short form. And it can just take a few seconds. But even with that, I've struggled with consistency, even with that as well. So yeah, somehow the hair gets worse with honestly, Shazad, that's is pretty much how I'm feeling. Like, that is pretty much how I'm feeling. It's pretty much literally how I'm feeling. Like, I feel like over time I've somehow managed to get from a stage where I was actually doing okay at one point to like, but there's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. I think that's something to look forward to. So have faith in yourself. People want to see. See, that's the thing. I think is a crisis of confidence, definitely. Which seems weird, sitting here making a video or a live stream on YouTube, but you can definitely have a crisis. I mean, I'm comfortable enough to do this, whilst I think I am having a crisis of confidence. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. I appreciate the therapy, Lex, but yeah, I think that's literally what it is. You can easily lose confidence in yourself. I think it's very easy to do that. It's very easy to lose, and once you lose confidence, building it back up is obviously not going to be an easy task, but it's doable. It's nothing is impossible. In fact, didn't one of those sports companies, I think it was probably Adidas or something, that has "impossible is nothing," or was it Nike? I'm not sure. I'm sure one of them does some kind of like uppity like slogan like that. I'm sure I've heard it. "Impossible is nothing" or something. I don't know, but because it's true. You can do these things. Got it. Mr. Say says, if you build it, they will come. Well, that's just it. I mean, every time I do manage to do something, it's like when I manage to put out some content on TikTok or on socials, it tends to have like an instant result. You can see it literally in the traffic. So yeah, anytime Z, that'll be £50. Thanks. Thank you, Lex. Appreciate it. Now is the time of summer holidays. You get parents to their kids. Very true. Pokemon is the most popular thing, I would say, Peter Ray. People love Pokemon. They love the comics. Have I completed my tasks? I've been listing. I've had more stuff come in, so I've gotten some more liquidation stuff in. So I am in the process of completing the tasks. I've put a lot of stuff back on eBay as well, even though I don't feel like I'm very competitive on some of those listings. So I'm still like, should I have uncompetitive listings on there? But I have done that, so yes, I've been doing those tasks. But yeah, I mean, going back to Peter Ray there, Pokemon is obviously popular. What else? Just the toys in general. People like, and it's little kind of pocket money type prices as well, which appeal. So ideally, if you can get those £5-10 items, which we do have a fair few of, that can always help. But people like, just like, they like the action figures and things. So yeah, it's all popular when it's the summertime. People love all of it, really. It's not, I can't say one of the worst things. What's the biggest distraction you have from completing your tasks? I don't know, Lex. Just the thought of completing them is probably, I know that sounds daft, but it's probably the thought of completing the tasks that distracts me from completing the tasks. Yeah, I would say that's probably accurate. That is probably the more accurate thing to say. Procrastination, isn't it, really? Like really I should be just listing more, and I've just decided to go live. You're way better than me, 13 years on YouTube, not sure what my channel is even about. Hey, Mr. Sadie. um, it's not really a YouTube thing. It's more just the business thing that, you know, like I kind of I feel I feel like since having the shop, um, like focus has gotten blurred, and um, we've not. I don't feel like we're fully committed to the shop, and I don't feel like we're fully committed to the eBay. Don't feel like we're fully committed to the website, or to. I don't feel like we're fully committed to anything. We've kind of just spread a bit thin, you know. I think that's probably the one thing that I would. That's how I feel. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's how I feel. Um, so is one big task more daunting than lots of little ones? Oh, I don't know with all these questions, Lex. I don't even know what you mean by that. Um, I don't think I've ever had a. There's never a big task, is there? There's always little tasks, it feels like. I don't ever feel like there's a big, daunting task in front of me. I feel like there's like just lots of little things that I need to do on a regular basis that I just keep on forgetting to do or not doing. Um, I would procrastinate so much more if I could decide when and where to. Says Kathy. Oh gosh. And BCB shared Mr. Sadie's channel. Very kind of you. Um, but yeah, it's interesting. Just think the shop is your office, the shop floor is your warehouse. Yeah, I think that's. I just need that. Yeah, I just need that. That's what I'm focusing on. That is my new thing. You know, that was not a new thing. That was what it was always meant to be. But that's the thing. I think that's what it was always meant to be. But then at some point, it all got blurred. Um, you know, I think that's what it comes down to really. Um, you can't be fully committed to all things all times, but you could allocate a day to be committed to each one. Very true, very true, very true, very true. Yeah, Tuesday eBay, Wednesday website. See that's the kind of thing I think I'm guilty of not really uh, nailing down. If you know what I mean, like definitely, I think it's all a bit fluid around here. Any good finds at the tip shop, says Silver Manny. Yes, yes, actually, Silver Manny. I've had a good few finds. My last couple finds have been a 15-inch flat screen TV. Not flat screen, but like a tube TV. And I found a workstation computer as well. So the TV should fetch me around £70 to £80 once it sells. These are listed. I've got them and listed them. And the workstation, it's like a HP computer. I checked it out. It's all working fine. And I only listed that yesterday, and that's already got like a few watches and things. I've sent an offer to Watcher out at 125, but I've not heard anything back, so that should also be a good sell. So yeah, I've found a few things. I've found quite a lot of things recently, but those were my last two things that I found. Like that, found those a couple of days ago, so those are listed. The trick is feeling inspired. I need other people or new things to inspire me. Get bored easily. See, that's a dangerous thing though, Shell, because you can't rely on other people to be inspired. Because as Jim Rohn says, what if they don't show up? Um, you know, you've got to learn to inspire yourself. I think that's a really important thing, because I'm guilty of that as well, where sometimes I'll need that kick up the backside, and you don't need the kick up the backside, because what if there's no one there to do that? You know, if you don't, you know, if you don't, the saying goes, and I know so many useless sayings. Well, they're not useless. I know so many sayings, but I don't like actually listen to them and benefit from them. But you know, if you don't have a plan, you're just going to fall into someone else's. That's like a vague variation of a saying, I think, and it's really important, I think, to have that. And I think that's just it. You've got to have that focus, and you've got to stay committed to it, and you've got self motivation is important. You know, oh gosh, people just keep looking. It's really annoying. We get so many people just not annoying, but it's just really awkward. People just walk past and they're always like looking in. And I'm like, oh, I hope they can't. They probably can't hear me. So, but it's fine. It's fine. Right. Wow, this has been quite a chat again. It just deviates, and ends up being quite insightful for myself. I do appreciate it. I was just meant to be coming on here and just doing a bit of listing. I don't know, I just got bored of listing. If you just keep doing the same old thing though, you could die of boredom. You could, but it's how you keep it fresh. But I don't know. Question: is money or lifestyle a motivation? Like money and turnover and stuff matter, but working to save for a holiday, yes. Yeah, I think that's something else that that we need to like work towards. Is like setting those kinds of goals, because yeah, I'm not sure what. It definitely like the holiday would be a more of a motivation. My dad's big saying was to always have a plan. You can change it whenever you like, but always have a plan, says Kathy. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, I think I'm definitely more. I'd be more motivated to say for a holiday, yes, than to, money and turnover and stuff. Yeah, that stuff's, like yeah. I'm not like hyped about all that stuff. Like I just want to, you know, enjoy what I'm doing as well. Part of the reason why I'm doing this really is because I enjoy it. I enjoy these things. I enjoy the shop. I think that's maybe part of the problem. I so badly want the shop to be like this busy super place that I can just spend all day speaking to customers face to face. But the reality is that's not going to happen. The high street is just not that busy. In general. I don't think there's many high streets which are like that busy. You can even go to the busiest shopping centres in the country, and midweek they're dead. Like you could go to the Trafford Centre now, and a lot of the units in there are going to have empty shops with the odd people milling around. It's not really. I think I have this halcyon scene in my head of good old days of retail. I kind of feel like that like a relic from the days of good old days of retail. So yeah. Yeah, figures are boring. I have no idea how much I make, but getting the cash to pay for cool things is awesome. Says that's the way to look at it. I think I can relate to that, Lex. Definitely, very much so. But yeah, I think that's something I could look at. That's what I need to kind of think about, really. So, let's see. Oh, we've been live for an hour now. I'm not sure what to. I've not really planned this live stream, so I don't have anything else to talk about. So unless you guys can keep feeding me questions and things, I'm gonna have to call it. Because then I do need to actually do some listing, at least some. And plus I need to get ready for the car boot tomorrow. I'm excited for that. See, that excites me. I love like the thought of stalling up at the car boot because you see people, like you get to talk to people. Face to face is so cool. I just like doing it. So I need to get ready for that as well. I will, on that note, I think, call it because I don't think there's going to be much else coming in. And I don't have anything else really to talk about. Thank you, everybody. How many listings? I've got a lot to do. I don't know. I have to count. But yeah, I've got to go now. Yeah, I'm going to go and list some boring stuff as well now, Lex. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. I really do appreciate it. And I will hopefully see you guys super soon with a bit more focus. And maybe before pressing go live, I'll like plan something so I have something to talk about maybe or something like that. That might be good. I will see. We'll see. No promises. Thanks for watching, guys.